I'm not sure if they did their sound check, but they're here. They're live. And the best news of the day is that you're here, and I'm here, and we're all here, and that together we're going to send a message about this bullshit that's been coming out of Washington and this bullshit that's been coming out of here, that we're not going to stand for it, whether it's XP4, whether it's the attacks on DACA, or whether it's the attacks on our cities and 287G contracts. Enough is enough. Basta.
Good morning, Patriots.
Hola, buenos días a todos.
These basta signs say it all. We have had enough.
Me encantan esas pancartas de basta. Ya hemos aguantado.
You know, hate is a four-letter word, but it's not always spelled with four letters.
El odio es una palabra de 4 letras, pero no siempre se deletrea con 4 letras.
Sometimes hate is spelled SB4.
A veces se lo escriba como SB4.
Sometimes it is spelled Arpaio.
A veces como Arpaio.
And sometimes Trump.
Y a veces como Trump.
SB4 results from what I call the junior Trumps that live inside this building.
El SB4 es un resultado de los Trump Juniors que trabajan aquí en este edificio.
They think they can out-Trump Trump.
Piensan que pueden ser aún peor que el Trump.
Our Attorney General, who has plenty of his own criminal problems, just does not think that Trump is anti-immigrant enough.
Nuestra Fiscalía del Estado piensa que Trump no es bastante anti-inmigrante.
So he's threatening to sue Trump for not terminating DACA.
Entonces está amenazando que va a hacer una demanda contra Trump por no parar el DACA.
On Tuesday, we expect to hear from Trump and to say that he likes the Dreamers and he wants a new law to give them limited rights.
Estamos esperando una decisión de Trump el martes de que va a parar y no va a apoyar a los Dreamers y va a bloquear sus derechos.
And expect some of the Republicans in Congress to demand that we impair the rights of other immigrants in order to protect our Dreamers.
Y pensamos que otros en el Congreso van a bloquear los derechos de otros inmigrantes para proteger a nuestros Dreamers.
Our Dreamers are not pawns in a game to harm other immigrants.
Pero nuestros Dreamers no son peones para hacer daño en contra de otros inmigrantes.
Protecting those who are already contributing so much to our country as Dreamers is non-negotiable.
Los Dreamers están contribuyendo a este país y no vamos a aceptar que no protegen sus derechos.
Today we do have reason to celebrate our victory with the injunction entered by Judge Orlando Garcia.
Pero hoy sí tenemos razón por celebrar, porque el juez bloqueó el SB4.
The only true sanctuary in SB4 is a sanctuary for prejudice.
La única santuaria que da SB4 es un santuario para el prejuicio.
And it represented an attempt to criminalize all of us who do not share the anti-immigrant hysteria of the junior Trumps and the Trumpettes. Good music this morning. I like the names of some of the groups that are performing. One that's not on today's list that really summarizes this Congress and its failure to hold the administration accountable are friends of mine who play under the name Asleep at the Wheel.
Ya hemos escuchado mucha música hoy, vamos a escuchar más, pero un grupo que falta aquí es una banda que se llama Dormido en la Rueda.
Of course, this afternoon we get to hear Girl in a Coma.
Pero hoy en la tarde vamos a escuchar a Girl in a Coma.
You know, that name reflects the way some people feel in the face of the mean-spirited policies of this administration.
Y yo creo que este nombre reflexiona como unos de nosotros sentimos bajo esta administración de odio.
And what we are doing today is to give them a jolt.
Y lo que vamos a hacer a ellos es darles un jolt.
We are jolting people into action, into marching, into demanding action.
Vamos a motivar a esas personas para tomar acción, para marchar y para lanzar sus voces.
Hearing that there are people here from Houston reminds us of the great misery of so many people across our state from Hurricane Harvey.
Escuchar que hay gente aquí de Houston nos recuerda que hay muchos compañeros en este estado que están sufriendo las consecuencias del huracán Harvey.
And yet at a time when so many people were suffering, many good neighbors reached out to lend a hand.
Pero en un tiempo de mucho sufrimiento, muchos más vecinos le ayudaron.
They weren't asking people in need of help, show me your papers. They weren't asking, what bathroom do you use? They were simply saying, I want to help my neighbor in need.
Esas personas no estaban preguntando por el estatus migratorio de esas personas, ni estaban preguntando qué baño usan. Solamente estaban ahí preguntándoles qué puedo hacer para ayudarles.
They've given their time, they've given their blood, they've given their money. That's the Texas spirit that we need to encourage.
Han dado su sangre, su tiempo y su dinero, y esto es el espíritu de Texas.
So today, let's unite in unequivocally rejecting the racist policies, Trump's embrace of them. Let's resist both every day in every nonviolent way, working as allies together. Si se puede.
Vamos a unirnos hoy rechazando el odio y estar hombro a hombro resistiendo en unidad.
The Heroes Monument of the Alamo. What they're forgetting to put on here is that there were Native Americans, my people, the Lipan Apache, amongst other tribes that fought on the side of Texas and died at the Alamo. And we were vital in the formation of the Republic of Texas. And you don't see that in the history books, but it's part of our oral history.
That's awesome. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a good amount died, maybe like 50 at the Alamo. And then Sam Houston, the first governor of the Republic of Texas, he conscripted my people and like 5 other tribes to protect the settlements, the Anglo settlements. So we signed. We didn't. It was like a verbal contract, you could say. So we did our part. And he recognized us. Sam Houston made a proclamation, saying that how vital we were to the formation of Texas. So he's always been an ally to us. And now we come here today because people like Greg Abbott and Ken Paxton are passing legislation that more or less is racial profiling, because it allows them to pull over anybody, the police to pull over anybody and ask for documentation or their legal status. And to do that to one segment of society is prejudice and racist. So that's what we're here for. There was a temporary injunction placed by a judge in San Antonio 2 days ago that puts a hold on this law called SB4. Temporarily. So we're here to show support for the DACA kids, the dreamers, who also are in jeopardy of being sent back to Mexico. Some of them have been here since they were 3 years old, and now they're college students and they're college graduates.
Now, didn't they put a stay on that this week?
They put the stay on it, but it's going to go to another court and then maybe to the Supreme Court. So we got to keep on fighting this.
And the people down in Houston with the hurricane and whatnot, a lot of people are very scared down there. They don't even want to come out of their homes because they're afraid they're going to get hurt.
I've heard of that. Undocumented people are in their houses, and when the storm came in, they were afraid that if they went out into the city to seek shelter, that ICE was going to pick them up and deport them.
But I noticed the mayor is standing up for them.
Yeah, Mayor Sylvester Turner, he came out and said, you know what, don't worry about it, come out, come to the shelters. You have my guarantee that you won't get deported.
Awesome.
So that's really good. He had their backs.
Awesome. Could you repeat again which tribe you're from?
The Lipan Apache Band of Texas.
Awesome. And I just want to ask, how do you feel personally about someone like Governor Abbott making an issue out of who should be in this country or not, when you are actually a native of this country? How does that feel?
it's wrong to me because you know, my people have been here in Texas since the 1200s. My family's been here since 1690, and here comes somebody whose ancestors weren't originally from here, and he's deciding who can stay here and who has to leave.
Yeah,
that's not right.
That's the hypocrisy right there.
Whoever says otherwise,
well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
No, Leroy.
Oh, Leroy, thank you very much.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay.
We have the power. They have.
My name is Jordi Valderas.
And I'm Destiny Harris, and we are both a part of Youth Rise Texas.
Youth Rise Texas is a nonprofit organization that supports young people that has been impacted by the systems of mass incarceration and mass deportation.
Hola, buenos días. Mi nombre es Destiny Harris y yo soy Jordi Valderas y somos parte de Youth Rise Texas. Youth Rise Texas es una organización sin fines de lucro que apoya a jóvenes que han sido impactados por los sistemas de encarcelación y deportación.
If Judge Orlando Garcia were to make this decision this morning, I would be crying and hiding underneath the covers of my bed, being scared, having my family taken away from me at any time. But instead, I woke up feeling safe and with energy to continue the fight.
Si el juez Orlando García no ha tomado esta decisión, esta mañana yo iría a estar en la casa llorando y escondiéndome debajo de las cobijas, sintiendo miedo de tener mi familia robado de mí. Pero en lugar de esto, yo desperté sintiéndome seguro y con la energía para continuar la lucha.
Even though we are winning, that does not mean it all ends here. We can go home and feel proud of ourselves, and that's it. And we move on to the next thing.
Thank you for coming together to show the power in numbers and show we have community behind us, to show that there and here in Texas, we care for each other. I'm so excited to see everyone here today. Keep doing this work. I can see so many people like me here, people that are not going to be hurt by SB4, or be hurt if DACA is taken away. No community can do this work alone, and we all need each other's help.
If SB4 gets implemented, I, as a member from a mixed status family, will get hurt. My family will be at the risk of deportation, but I know I have to be strong and keep my head up in this game. If DACA gets taken away, my friends' families will be torn apart, and all the children will be left by themselves. So we are here to celebrate that we have won our first battle. Yes, but we have not won this war. We have to stay in this fight to show Greg Abbott, Kim Paxton, and Trump that our communities matter, that together we have power, and that we're coming for them.
Yeah. Entonces estamos aquí el día de hoy para celebrar que sí.
Candace,
Hi.
you did a great job of interpreting for us. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And maybe you could just explain who you are, why you're here, and what you had to do with those kids.
Sure. Yeah, so my name is Candace Vallejo, and I am the director of Youth Rise Texas. And we work with young people, mostly high school and early college aged youth whose families have been separated by incarceration or deportation. So we have a youth mentorship program where we provide scholarships for young people after they complete a year of community-based projects. We have a summer leadership program, and we really focus on the arts and civic engagement with the goal of supporting young people whose families have been hurt by politics to get involved in those political systems to change them.
Wow, that's quite a mouthful right there.
It's good, it's fun work.
So what do you actually have to do on a daily basis? When you go to work and you have your cup of coffee, still phones start ringing?
Yeah. No, you know, sometimes I'm lucky because I get to work with young people a lot, so we have weekly meetings in the evenings, and we have weekend events that we do. You know, sometimes it's the boring stuff, answering emails and writing grants, and meeting with other adults to talk about policy and things like that, but sometimes it's really exciting. So yesterday we got to set up here at the Capitol and we had a youth rally and day of action, and we had a bunch of posters that our youth helped design, and we had a collage table, so we helped everybody, you know, kind of DIY some posters and make some political art, and we did a little play. So as I said, we focus on the arts and civic engagement, so we do a lot of theater work, we do a lot of visual arts, photography, poster making, that kind of thing. So
where do you get all that energy?
they carry me, they really do.
So do you also work with the Dreamer Kids as well?
Some of our members are DACA recipients, yeah. So we do have some members who are DACA recipients, some members from mixed status families, some members whose parents have been deported themselves, or
so you must see some heartbreaking things going on.
Yeah, sometimes it's really hard work, you know. Sometimes it's luckily right now nobody that we're working with is in crisis, but it's not out of the ordinary to get a phone call that someone's family is in crisis, or that somebody needs a place to stay, or that somebody's been arrested, or, you know, also what happens a lot to families like this is that you're in a vulnerable economic situation after you lose a wage earner. So, you know, it just makes growing up as a teenager, which is already hard, even harder.
Yeah, for sure. I wouldn't want to do it again.
Me either.
So your office is located where?
So we work in East Austin, and our members come from around Austin.
Okay.
We're looking at moving into other cities in Texas in the next few years, but we're not quite there yet.
So you're east of 35?
Yeah, we're on the east side.
Well, thanks, Candace. Appreciate you talking to us.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Porque son tus ojos que me dan valor, ya no habrá paso sin tu mano. El camino acompañado es mejor, tú dices a donde quieras y yo voy, toma mi mano. Y vámonos volando que la vida se nos va, y no nos va a esperar, y se nos va a escapar. Vámonos volando que la vida se nos va. Besos y caricias, cada vez que salga el sol y se despida, yo te abrazaré, nunca te dejaré. A tu lado de nada tengo temor, porque son tus ojos que me dan valor. Ya no habrá paso sin tu mano. El camino acompañado es mejor, tú dices a donde quieras y yo voy, toma mi mano.
What's up, Austin? Thank you so much for receiving us in your beautiful state. Today, we are happy and continuing to fight towards the justice that we see we need in this country, and especially right now in your beautiful state, with this unjust law that's going to target minority groups, it's going to target immigrants, it's going to target Mexican American and Latino communities. We want to make sure that we continue to get the word out and to utilize our voice and every resource we can possibly have to fight this unjust legislation. And so, in La Santa Cecilia, we'd like to dedicate this song called Nunca Más to each and every one of you here. It's a song that we wrote as a response to all the violence that we're seeing in this nation, whether it's police brutality, whether it's unjust laws of immigration, whatever it may be. We just want to dedicate it to you, and hopefully you utilize it to inspire you to continue to use your life for the kind of justice that you see that we need in this country. Thank you so much. This is Nunca Más.